What's going on, guys? The Comics Kid 2099 here to examine X-Men issue 123. This issue is brought to you by Chris Claremont, John Byrne, Terry Austin, Tom Orzechowski, Glynis Wein, Roger Stern, and Jim Shooter. This issue, Arcade kidnaps all of the X-Men as well as a couple of bystanders. Colleen Wing is here once again going on a date with Cyclops. I mentioned in the video for issue 123, or I'm sorry, 122, that we weren't going to see her anymore. I was mistaken. I'm not sure when she and Misty Knight are going to fade out of this series and go back to being in Power Man and Iron Fist, but she's here for a little while longer. She gets kidnapped as well as Kurt and Peter's respective dates, Amanda and Betsy. And then also Spider-Man, he realizes that Colleen and Cyclops are getting kidnapped, and then he tries to warn the other X-Men, but it's too late. Most of this issue is building up to the X-Men waking up in Murder World, which is run by this psychotic assassin. He claims that once you get in Murder World, you can never escape. Nobody's ever gotten out of Murder World alive. I am going to be brutally honest with you. I hate Arcade. I cannot stand this character. I was having a discussion with someone once who really likes this character. They said, well, he's really fun. He's having fun doing what he's doing. And, I mean, to each his own. I find the character to be really annoying, and his boast that he's an assassin for hire, basically. I don't know who has hired him. My guess is maybe the Hellfire Club. I really have no idea, but if somebody hires Arcade to kill somebody else, he will kidnap them and put them in his wacky, comedic death trap prison, and he claims nobody has ever gotten out alive. The problem with that boast is that literally the opposite is true. Nobody has ever died at the hands of Arcade, and it's hard for me to take this assassin for hire seriously when he has never successfully killed anybody before. And also, I just find him to be exceedingly annoying. I have had many problems with the direction that the X-Men books have taken over the last 10 years or so, but at least I don't have to see this stupid character anymore. I think the last time Arcade showed up would have been in the Chris Claremont Excalibur series in the mid-2000s. I want to say that's the last time that I saw him anywhere. Maybe he has shown up somewhere else before that I don't remember, but fortunately, this character, it seems like Chris Claremont is the only one who actually enjoys doing anything with him, and other creators don't really have the urge to use him in stories, which, fortunately, because, like I said, I do not care for this character. I don't really think there's much there, and really, he doesn't even show up that often in the Claremont run, and I think that's because even though Claremont likes this character more than other people do, he probably realized there wasn't a whole lot he could do with this character. I can think of at least two other appearances that Arcade has in the 16-year, the main Chris Claremont run, and one of them he is teaming up with Dr. Doom, or maybe it's a Doombot, or maybe it's not, and then another appearance, he has kidnapped all of the main X-Men, and then a bunch of, like, not at that moment current X-Men have to go and rescue the main team. So you have, like, Alex and Polaris and some other people who have to help rescue the main X-Men team, and I feel like he realized that Murder World and Arcade, they are kind of one note. Once you have done this thing where they are trapped inside, and there's all kinds of kooky, crazy things that are going to kill them, like elongated, misshapen Wolverine bots, or here's a big round room with these little go-karts with buzzsaws and stuff like that. Once you've done that, there's not much else you can do. And so, getting past Arcade and my disdain for this character, Cyclops is still dating Colleen Wing. He was about to tell her something about when he was growing up in the orphanage in Nebraska, and then he gets interrupted. We have Banshee once again contemplating about how maybe he should retire since his powers don't work anymore, but he doesn't know what he wants to do, and his powers went away in issue 119. This is now 4 issues that we've been dealing with Banshee pontificating on what he's going to do with his life, and I wish he would just go ahead and get it over with and do something. I thought he was going to retire, like, immediately after the Moses Magnum issue where he loses his powers, but he's still just hanging around. He doesn't really know what he wants to do, and maybe he's finally going to leave the team whenever everyone finds out that everyone is still alive, when Cyclops realizes Jean is still alive, and when Jean Jean realizes Cyclops is still alive. Maybe Banshee's going to leave the team when that happens. Unfortunately, I think that's going to be like another 20 issues from now. I want to say it's right before the Dark Phoenix saga that Banshee goes to live with Muir Island goes to live with Maury McTaggart at Muir Island. So man, I hope that's not true. I really hope that I'm mistaken and that we're not going to have 20 more issues of him dealing with like, I wonder if I should retire. I really don't know what to do. So yeah, that's kind of frustrating. We have Colossus. He sees, I guess, a hologram or a robot of Alexei Vazhin. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Basically, the Russian Nick Fury. As far as I know, this is the first time that we are seeing this character. He will later be a semi-recurring character in this run. This is not the real him. This is a puppet of Arcade, basically there to tell Colossus, you are a traitor to your country because you are working with an American superhero team and you are supposed to be Russian, and so you're a traitor. And so somehow Arcade is able to brainwash Colossus into becoming the proletarian, and then he attacks Wolverine and Cyclops, and then that's where the issue ends. And then Arcade is doing his stupid little jester laugh, and I cannot wait for the next issue so that we will not have to see this stupid character for a really long time. Not a whole lot going on here in this issue. There's really not a whole lot to talk about. I feel like they kind of got a little carried away with this. Let's wait until about halfway into the issue to actually have the X-Men wake up in Murder World, so everything before that point is going to be them slowly getting kidnapped, and then everything after that point is going to be just a whole bunch of monotonous, here's some airplanes shooting at Banshee, and then here's a suction thing that's going to shoot lightning back at Storm when she shoots it at it, and it just gets really boring. I feel like Arcade is just not an interesting character. I hate him about as much as I hate Mojo and the Mojoverse. Unfortunately, we will see a lot more Mojo than we will Arcade, but yeah, not a whole lot to talk about with this issue. So yeah, this is kind of a shorter video, so let's consider this issue Examine.